Yo, guys, some gut-wrenching news has come out. Kieran Tierney is going to be out for the rest of the season, and it looks like Thomas Partey and Tomiyasu updates have also come up. So we're going to get into that. We're going to talk about that. Don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let's get into today's episode of Arsenal Transfer News / Arsenal News. Let's get straight into it. If you guys are looking at the shared screen right now on the YouTube channel, what we're discussing is Kieran Tierney's injury, and this is from the official Arsenal website. They had an update on Kieran Tierney, Tomiyasu, and not Nuno Tavares. Kieran Tierney, Tomiyasu, and Thomas Partey. So let's get into it. First, when discussing the issue with Kieran Tierney's injury, the report says Kieran Tierney felt some discomfort after a training session on Thursday, March 31st. After further analysis, the scan has confirmed that Kieran Tierney has damage on his left knee. A specialist consultation took place on Tuesday, and as a result of further discussions, Kieran Tierney and the medical team, it has been decided that Kieran Tierney will require surgery on his knee. This proceeding will take place in London in the forthcoming days. Kieran Tierney's rehabilitation process will start immediately after his injury, in which the stage will be cleared and understood and established, and his recovery timescale will be understood at that point, obviously. However, it is likely that Kieran Tierney will miss the remainder of the season. Everyone in the club will now be supporting and working hard with Kieran Tierney to get him back on the pitch as soon as possible. There you go, guys. Kieran Tierney is now out for the remainder of the season. Now, before we get into Kieran Tierney and his injury and who we're going to use to replace him, while we're here, let's just discuss some of the other things they also mentioned. They mentioned Thomas Partey. Thomas Partey's right thigh is currently being assessed ahead of the weekend's game after aggravating his thigh during Monday's match at Crystal Palace. Right? It did seem more like a hamstring injury, but luckily it's not a hamstring injury. At this moment in time, they're just saying it's a thigh injury. Now, moving on to the next person that they discussed. They spoke about Takehiro Tomiyasu. They said the left calf of Takehiro Tomiyasu is making progress in his recovery from his muscle injury in his left calf, which sustained in February. Tomiyasu has had successfully recovered from his muscle injury and then sustained a right calf injury in January. Now, they hope that Tomiyasu will be back in full training after the match at Southampton on Saturday, April 16th. So it looks like Tomiyasu is now going to miss at least until after the Southampton game. So we will not have Takehiro Tomiyasu against Brighton. We will not have Takehiro Tomiyasu against Southampton. So for the next two games, we will be without Kieran Tierney and Tomiyasu. After that, Tomiyasu might be returning, but Kieran Tierney will be out for the rest of the season. Now, with the situation with Thomas Partey, it is not clear if he'll be making a return anytime soon or if he will be leaving or if he'll be returning anytime in the short term. But for now, he's out. Though that is a report with the injuries. Now, we need to discuss this, ladies and gentlemen. There's a lot to be discussed. But first, we need to talk about the news with certain. It's not even funny. We already know that we're light. We already know that we have injury issues. We already know that any issue where we have a weak squad and it's gonna hurt us. But Kieran Tierney being out is gonna hurt us differently, boys and girls. It's gonna hurt us differently. So I need to know what you guys think. Ramadan Kareem to everybody who's watching. Big up to you guys. Happy observation, Habibi. Big up to you. Big up Egal. This is why Tierney is the best Scottish left back in the league. Isn't the best Scottish left back in the league. Big up Ali. That is a good observation. Is top four finished? I do not think top four is finished. I still think we can get top four, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think just because of Kieran Tierney being out, we are going to lose the top four. We still have a long way to go. So let's not be quick and jumping to conclusions with this whole situation, right? Moving on from that, I'm just going to say this. Kieran Tierney being out, we now need to look at a possible replacement or a suitable replacement who can come in for him, because Kieran Tierney's injury now being confirmed is the worst case scenario for us at the business end of the season. To have these type of injuries definitely is one of the worst case scenarios for Arsenal Football Club. Now, I need to ask you guys, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Who are we going to play in that left back spot now that Kieran Tierney's out? Possible options. You play Cedric there when Tomiyasu's back. In the short term, you can play Xhaka there. You can put Ben White at right back, and you can play Cedric there next week. You have so many options. But what are we going to do? What do you think is the best course of action in the short term to resolve this issue? Because we need to figure out solutions. We cannot just sit idly by and watch our season dwindle away. We need to figure out solutions, in my opinion. And I need to find out what you guys think as Arsenal fans and fellow Arsenal fans, what you guys think is a possible solution that we can come up with, because I am very concerned about our likelihoods of finishing the top four just a couple of weeks after saying, you know what, I thought we could comfortably finish in the top four. I did not foresee Kieran Tierney's injury. I did not foresee Thomas Partey's injury. I did not foresee Tomiyasu being out for this long. And it is very, very concerning, because if Thomas Partey's injury is anywhere near the severity of a Kieran Tierney injury, you can kiss the season goodbye, in my opinion. That is a very, very damning situation right there. You cannot salvage the season with arguably two of your best fullbacks and your best midfielder out. We're gonna be in big trouble. We're going to be in serious trouble if they are all out. But we gotta just hope. We gotta just hope and pray that they're not out. We gotta hope that Kieran Tierney, obviously he makes a speedy recovery, but he's not going to be back this season. You have to hope that Tomiyasu can come back after the Southampton game. You have to hope that Thomas Partey does not miss more time than maybe one game at best. And we cannot be moving Granit Xhaka into the left back spot. We need him at this moment in time in the midfield. We cannot move Saka in that left back spot because we need him in the attacking third. We cannot really move Tomiyasu in that spot because he's injured at this moment. Cedric, you know what? This is actually laughable, but at this moment in time, we might actually need a guy like Callum Chambers in the squad. It might have benefited us at this moment in time to have that Callum Chambers. Just revisionist history, obviously, going back to the summer. But hey, I'm just going to say it. We are not going to now randomly play a young academy player. Let's be honest. There's no way we're going to go and get there's no way we're going to go out and get Thing back from loan. It's unlikely that happens. So what is the solution? What is the short-term solution? I personally think you play Ben White and you play Cedric in the right back and left back role. You play Cedric in the left back role, and that's how you go about it. In the following game, I would just play Ben White at right back, holding in the center back with I don't know, what else do we have? What other choice do we have? You can't play Xhaka in the left back spot, in my opinion, because with Partey injured, you need Xhaka in the midfield. And if you take Xhaka and Partey out of this midfield, you are causing too much disruption in the team. I would rather move Ben White to right back than take Granit Xhaka and put him in left back, because at this moment in time, we cannot afford to take Granit Xhaka out of the midfield if Thomas Partey is also out of the midfield. That's just my take on that. What is your take on this, guys? I need to know. I need to know what you guys think. I need to know what you guys think about these injuries, because it's honestly it's shocking me to the core. I am very concerned. I am very concerned. I don't think teams like Manchester United are going to finish above us. I don't think it's going to be like super dramatic, but I am slightly more concerned than I've ever been in concerns to top four. Tottenham are catching good form. They don't look like they're losing any games at this moment in time. If we do not get our act together, we could catch ourselves not only in the top four race, but bottling it at this point of the season, at the business end of the season. And I know it's not comfortable for any Arsenal fan to hear, but it's the conversations we need to be having with this situation going the way it is. Let's just be honest. Some people would say we're not going to get it. I'm not going to go there yet. I would say, you know what, we still are in the seat to get it, but it's a lot closer than it was just a couple of days ago. A couple of days ago, I would say it would have been 70, 75%, 75, 70% way there. Now we are a lot lower in our odds of getting top four. That is just a reality. Kieran Tierney's injury has really messed things up big time. I think we should revert back to a back three with Gabriel Holding and White, Nuno Tavares left wing back, Bukayo Saka right wing back, and play Martinelli up front. I feel like that is a lot of changes, Oracle, in a team that doesn't have many options. If you play Bukayo Saka as right wing back and you put Nuno and you play Nuno Tavares as left wing back, who are you taking out of the front three? You're taking Lacazette out of the front three. Where are you playing Odegaard? That is my question. Where are you playing Smith Rowe? You're playing Smith Rowe on the left? I need to know. Big up George. Big up George in the house. Big up George. But very much thank you, Oracle, for the super chat. Really do appreciate it. Tavares or Saka as left back. We cannot move Saka all the way back to left back. That just doesn't make sense. It just does not make any sense to me. Why on earth we would ever move Bukayo Saka all the way to left back? It just sounds very, very odd and irresponsible for us to be moving one of our best attacking options to left back. Come on, guys. Come on. Seriously, you want to move him all the way back to left back? Doesn't make sense. Does not make sense. I think we need to relax with the whole Bukayo Saka left back thing, because that is not a feasible option, in my opinion. It's just not a feasible option to be putting Bukayo Saka as left back at this moment in time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this question in the chat. And anyone watching on the playback, let me know full time who would you play? Would you play Cedric? Play Cedric at left back? Or would you play Nuno at left back? You play Xhaka at left back. Some people are even saying Saka at left back. But I'm just going to keep it simple. Would you play Nuno or Cedric for now? Because we already know Tomiyasu's injury issue. So I'm going to put it in the chat. Let me know. Would you rather play Nuno Tavares or would you play Cedric? Now, after yesterday's performance, Nuno Tavares was one of the worst players on the pitch, in my opinion. But he is a natural left back, where Cedric is more a natural right back. Some people are saying Xhaka. Some people are saying Tavares. Some people are saying Saka. Honestly, guys, I think there's only two options. You either play Cedric at left back and you play somebody else at right back like Ben White, or you go with the same back line that we went with the last game, which is Nuno Tavares. How are you? Love your show. You never walk alone. Big up to you, a Liverpool fan watching the show. I really do appreciate it. Big up to you as a Liverpool fan tuning in. I'm just concerned, guys. I'm very concerned. This is very concerning. As an Arsenal fan, I'm very concerned. Big up to my guy. When people said top four was done, Spurs milk, Arsenal fans was favorites. You said we were not. I am just a humble fan. Big up to you. Why not, bro? Why not? I gave you a lot of stick, man. You're right. Man, I've lost faith with the injury has ruined us. I'm losing faith myself. Honestly, it is very gut-wrenching. It is a massive blow to our season. Wow. I just don't know what to say. I just honestly, I just don't know what to say. I don't know what to say about that. But yeah, guys, I'm just going to say hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, try to make me a little bit happier right now, because obviously mood's down. But there is another player we have to discuss who also got injured, and this is a reoccurring issue with our play. With you guys don't know, it's Ramadan. Thomas Partey has recently converted to Islam, and yesterday was one of the first days he's ever fasted as recently converting to Islam. So yesterday's performance, I'll put it down to that. He broke fast just before the game, but he going the whole day without eating definitely probably affected his performance, definitely probably affected the way he played, and definitely probably affected the fact that uh, he was not replenished enough and didn't have enough water in his system and ended up getting a thigh injury. Now, with muscle injuries like that, it does come down to your water intake and your liquid intake to a certain degree. But I'm not a doctor, so I'm not going to emphasize that as the main reason why he did it. But it is an assumption that is one thing, right? Now, as a new believer, I do believe that it might have been a cause for the injury, but I don't want to put too many assumptions on Thomas Partey. Now, hopefully, he can come back from the injury. When Arsenal reported on it, they did say it's a thigh injury, and it might not be as bad and it might not be as severe as some people were reporting when it first happened. Some people were reporting that the Thomas Partey injury was a hamstring injury, but is not as reported. It is a thigh injury, and they're saying he might be okay. So yeah, big up to everybody in the chat. Big up to you, Zaba. Big up to you. Big up to you. I can't watch Nuno versus Bowen or Sancho or Kulusevski, etc. I'm not gonna lie, Nuno Tavares does not make me proud as an Arsenal fan. He made me sad. But you know what? He's young. He could still maybe improve. Sometimes it just takes people a little bit longer to adjust to playing in the Premier League, and he hasn't played much. So maybe give him a little bit of backing, right? A little bit of backing. You know what I mean? There you go. There you go. Definitely agree. Some Christian players do fast also. I'm not bashing the religion, bro. I am Muslim myself. Kulusevski's proving the doubters wrong. I told you guys about him. Definitely is proving the doubters wrong. Definitely is proving the doubters wrong. But what do we do? Who do we play in the team against? You know what? Good news is Granit Xhaka is not suspended. Granit Xhaka is not going to be suspended for the next game because, of course, we did think Granit Xhaka was going to be suspended because of subsequently having too many cards, but that is not the issue. So with this, who do we play in this upcoming game? In my opinion, we have a big issue. We have a big issue. We don't know who we're going to play. We don't know what team we're going to use. But one thing we do know is we're going to have to get our shit. We're going to have to get our stuff together. We're going to have to get our stuff together. So there's going to be some players who are not going to be taken out of the side. There's going to be some players who are going to be added to the side. And there's going to have to be some major overhauls overall in this team. But what are you guys thinking? How are we going to do this? How are we going to do this? Because we do somewhat play like a 3. It is somewhat of a 4-3-3. Are we going to still play that similar 4-3-3? Are we going to change it slightly? Let me show you guys what I think we might do. Since we know about the Tomiyasu injury, we know about the injury to Partey, we know about the injury to Kieran Tierney. I'm going to show you guys my lineup that I'm going to be doing. I think Granit Xhaka is still going to stay in the midfield. I don't see him moving. I think Lokonga is now going to replace Thomas Partey since Arteta has shown that he trusts his system and he's going to continue with the system. And it's shown also that he doesn't put El Neni in there, right? Big up Abdullah. Live on YouTube also, guys. So if you want to come join us on YouTube, that'd also be greatly appreciated. My YouTube channel is called EGTV. I'm also on TikTok, guys, just so you guys know. So if you're on YouTube and you want to check me out on TikTok, you can check me out on TikTok. There's some exclusive content on each that you don't get on the other. So that would be good to check out both. Odegaard had a poor game. The other day, but of course, understandably so, because their whole point was to try to man mark him out of the game. Who do we play up top? Do we play Martinelli up top, or do we play Lacazette up top? Do we even play Eddie Nketiah up top? What do we do with the striker position? Because Lacazette has been horrendous. And then who do you play? Do you play Martinelli or Smith Rowe? Because in my opinion, Martinelli has to start. He has to start. But yeah, let me show you guys. Let me show you guys a quick glance of what my team would look like versus at this moment in time. This is what my team would look like versus yes, this is what I would make my team look like at this moment in time. I know it sounds crazy. I know some people might disagree, but I would play Lakonga. I would play Lakonga. I would play Saka, Lacazette. I know some people say, okay, I wouldn't play Lacazette, but I do think Arteta is going to pick Lacazette. I do think Arteta is going to pick Lacazette, in my opinion. He is going to pick Lacazette. Let's be honest. We know he's going to pick Lacazette. He's going to pick Lacazette. Very much dislike the inverted fullback system. You know what? I do think this is the modern game, though. This is how they play in the modern game. It is with the inverted fullback system. So yeah, this is the team that I currently have. If you guys are watching on TikTok, I can show you guys the team also on. If you're watching on TikTok, 1 second. Let me just flip the camera so I can show you guys the team that we're watching. That we're checking this out on. 1 second. But yeah, talk to me, guys. Let me know what you guys think, because this is the team that I currently have out. This is the team that I currently have out, and this is the team that I currently put on the table. I'm thinking this is the best team that we could possibly go with at this moment in time. And I just want to know what you guys think. I just want to know what you guys think. What you guys think about the team. Let me know what you guys think about the team at this moment in time, because that is, I think, the best team that we could put out there. But yeah. I don't know. I'm very much worried. But I think this is the best team we could put out there against the next team that we play. Unless you want to change up some small changes here and there, maybe replace Lacazette with Martinelli or Eddie Nketiah and put Smith Rowe in there. Get Partey out of there. You know what? Partey's injured. He's not even going to play. Partey is injured. Partey is injured. Right. Partey is injured. He draws by converting red. Come on, Jack. There's no need to get at him over the religion. I was giving you guys an analysis, a fair analysis of a reason why his performances was that way. There's no need to be getting at him. There's a lot of players that are Muslim that fast and nothing ever happens to them. 90% of the time, nothing ever happens to them. It's just I'm just saying, why couldn't he wait until a couple months? There's nothing wrong with that, bro. Jack, don't even worry about that. Don't even go there. Just before we move on to anything else, is there anything else that you guys needed to talk about when it comes to the Thomas Partey or Kieran Tierney injuries? Is there anything that you guys wanted to maybe discuss? Because I don't think there's too much really to be discussed in regards to that today. I feel like Thomas Partey and Kieran Tierney's injuries, we've gone through them in full almost pretty much today, and we spoke about them in full. So yeah, let's just get into some of the other nooks and crannies, because there is a couple more things to be discussed also. Obviously, Tomiyasu's injury is another issue, so we're going to get into that now. Tomiyasu's injury. Tomiyasu has been out for a couple months, and then it almost feels like he's been out for so long, because if you guys remember, he was out for now almost 3 months since he played a 90 minutes. He played 90 minutes against Liverpool in the Carabao Cup. Yes, he did. So he got injured, then he got better, then he got injured again. So Tomiyasu has been out. January he got injured, then he got injured again in February. Now we're in April. So it just feels like he's been out for so long, guys. It feels like he's been injured for so long. Tomiyasu really needs to get his act together, because we do need him. And with Tomiyasu back, it would allow us to put Ben White back in his position. It would allow us to play him possibly at the left back position if he wanted to play there, because he is both footed and he would be a good option at that left back position if we need be. Personally, he is my ideal choice for backup left back at this moment in time while Kieran Tierney's out, if Nuno Tavares is not up to scratch. The jury's still out on Nuno Tavares, in my opinion. Nuno Tavares. Nuno Tavares has not performed well. So there is a lot of questions to be asked about Nuno Tavares, in my opinion. We don't know what the plan is with Nuno Tavares. But yeah, so there is two more reports today. There's two more reports today before we go. One of the reports is there's two reports about two players Arsenal are targeting. So let's talk about those two players. The two players are Ruben Neves and Ousmane Dembele. The situation with Ruben Neves, that everyone, if you guys don't already know, Ruben Neves has been reported that he has been Arsenal have been interested in signing him over the past couple months, but there has now been a transfer ultimatum put on the table. According to Wolves, they've opened talks with Ruben Neves over a new deal. If he does not sign it by the end of the summer, they will forcibly sell him come the summer. So if Ruben Neves has been given a transfer ultimatum, if he does not sign a deal, they will sell him. They will sell him if he does not sign a deal. They will automatically get him out of the team and just sell him. So if they do sell him, Arsenal could be the club that he goes to. Let's be honest. Arsenal could be the club that he goes to if they do sell him. If they don't sell him, he most likely will. If they don't sell him, he will probably stay there, and he'll probably stay and become the next club captain or something like that. But yeah, hypothetically speaking, if he does not sign his contract, and Wolves want to sell him, would you be interested in Ruben Neves at Arsenal? Would you be interested at Ruben Neves at Arsenal? And on the other end, with the Ousmane Dembele rumor, the rumor out of Spain is with Ousmane Dembele's recent form, current and reportedly previous Arsenal transfer target, which I don't really know if we even were seriously ever in for him. He's going to be reportedly signing a new contract at Barcelona. So if he's going to be signing a new contract, that means he's not going to be joining Arsenal. That means he's not going to be joining any other team. He's probably just going to be staying at Barcelona. So yeah, I just wanted to get those two stories out there. Those are some of the stories circulating around the web right now when it comes to Arsenal and everything else. I can't really see too much other stuff going on with Arsenal. There's not really too much other news. This is really taking the way. The main thing is taking the headlines at this moment in time is the stuff about Kieran Tierney's injury. Nuno Tavares, do we play him again? Do we start him? Who do we play going forward? These are the questions you have to ask yourself. Also, how do we bounce back against Brighton in regards to the way that we performed as an overall team? What are we going to do? How are we going to do it? You know what I mean, guys? What else is there that I could talk to you guys about? Because let me just pull this up quickly. Obviously, we know about the Ruben Neves links from the other day. We know about Kieran Tierney's injury. We know about Thomas Partey's injury. What do we do about Nuno Tavares? What do we do about Nuno Tavares? Talk to me, guys. What do we do about Nuno Tavares' performance? His performance was horrendous. Horrendous. Nuno Tavares' performance was one of the worst performances on the pitch. And you know what? Some people are saying I'm calling him an scapegoat because Lacazette was also bad. Because some of the other players were Gabriel Magalhaes was bad. A lot of them were bad. I know. But what do we do? What do we do, people? We are saving Martinelli from you guys. No top four. Martinelli to Liverpool soon. Ali, stop it. What else are we getting? Get and give him 300K a week, 4-year contract, and a PS4. Sentiment in the period of game, they tend to switch to flanks. Okay, I don't know who you're talking about, but you guys are talking about something. Ali, I see him going to still in a PSG. Yeah, you're talking about Mo Salah, right? Big up Blaze in the house. Big up Blaze in the house. Big up Blaze. Big up Blaze. Let's just see what else is going around with Arsenal news, guys. Because Nuno Tavares, obviously, we know about Nuno Tavares' situation. Nobody really wants to get too deep into Nuno Tavares today. I feel like we could talk about Nuno Tavares all day, every day on the next episode of EGTV and all the transfer news. What else is there? I don't even want to talk about Dybala. I don't want to talk about some of these other guys. Just what is your reaction to the loss against Crystal Palace? Because my reaction to the loss against Crystal Palace is it was a shambolic performance. We were terrible from pillar to post. We were bad, and it was just there was moments where I lost my head. When I look back at the match reactions that I did, I lost my head sometimes. I was balanced sometimes, but overall, I'm just very, very scared. But yeah, I'm gonna end this here, guys. That's 30 minutes. Quick little update to give you guys a little update of everything. But you guys have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful day. I hope everyone's enjoying the Ramadan. I hope everybody's enjoying the holy month. And if you don't celebrate Ramadan, of course, I just hope you're having a good Tuesday afternoon. Champions League's on tonight, so you guys can enjoy that also. But yeah, we're off this. Have yourselves a good night. Have yourselves a good evening, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side the next time I do a video. Peace, guys.